starter question was by Jacob, and it is, what does your character think is the true meaning of life?
Damn, that's deep.
Anyone can start?
I think Vok thinks that the true meaning of life is serving their god faithfully and getting the rewards from it.
Okay.
Lex probably feels like life has, fighting has something to do with life. I think it's just all about finding what you want to fight for. I feel like is his kind of idea of what the meaning of life is that you're going to be fighting no matter what, so fight for something.
Okay.
Aww.
Find a meaning to fight for.
That's kind of sweet.
Okay.
Plot twist. Namal is actually kind of looking for it right now. And she's starting to find through the campaign, like through this group, that she's kind of starting to lean towards like, hey, maybe like companionship and relation between people is the meaning of life. But she doesn't want to believe that because, I mean, abandonment issues, yay!
Yay, could hurt her.
Woohoo.
Alright.
Zeph would probably say, like, freedom. But within freedom is involved, like, money. Because, like, to be free, for her, like, freedom means having, like, money that you don't have to depend on anybody, I guess.
Yeah. Independence.
Yeah, freedom, independence.
Okay.
America!
Comes with a little coin.
America.
Who has an answer? Blythe. Blythe.
Sorry. Really bad meme. Alright.
Yup.
That's his meaning of life.
Good answer. Alright, so.
For Blythe,
Wait, just turn him up.
he's just looking to just entertain. Like, for him, the meaning of life is to entertain. That's kind of his whole mission in life, I guess. So for him, like, I guess the meaning of life is to make the world a better place, and that's how he does it.
Okay. Cool. Alright, guys.
Isn't that sweet?
Damon or Weston, can you hear us yet? Or speak yet?
Big.
Alright, whenever you guys aren't doing anything, try to help Weston if you can. Yeah. But we're gonna start. Landon, you're on music?
Yeah, is it coming in?
Not right now. I don't hear anything.
It was.
Alright.
If it's not working, clear it and then run it again. But with that, so yeah, try to help Weston. We're recording, so we're good. Blythe, can you pray?
Yeah.
Jacob.
Is it coming in now?
In Infernal? No. Father God, thank you for this wonderful day, for this, for whatever work may have gotten done before, and the fun that's going to be had now. Pray, Lord, that we'd honor you tonight, and that we would just all have a great time. Amen.
Amen. Why do I still have
Oh
this
my
bottle of
goodness.
wine? Crap. I didn't take it downstairs.
Okay. So, if you guys remember last time, I'm coming back. Last time, you are in the village of
Bentegon.
Bentegon.
Ben Tennyson?
Bentegon. In Bentegon, you guys have found out a decent amount of information about Lord of Fods, Zirak, the Mother, and the Stalker family. My notes are... There they are. And you guys had searched the family mausoleum. Some of you weren't here for that. Who wasn't there for that? I think that was...
Cam wasn't there for the mausoleum.
So
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
wasn't
Cam was. Yeah, Cam wasn't there, and neither was Weston.
Yeah,
I passed
Weston,
out.
Can Weston hear me? Because I'd hate to have to repeat this.
I can hear you.
I'm
Oh, he's here! Lovely! Welcome, Weston.
Weston!
Hi, Weston.
Alright. So, you guys came here, then I'll explain everything. So you guys came here, you went to the barracks, you found a bunch of dead bodies, and in there you also found, in the vault, I believe Blake found, files for the murder of a woman, and her house was burned down because her son was a half-elf and she was a human. You guys then went to that house, you found that it was burnt down, you found a storybook that contained in the back a note that said where to go if ever they were attacked or if ever the mother died. That's another place where you guys still have to go. So you have to go to the river, which is like down this way on the map. You guys also found a diary or a journal of the kid who was bullied and how he was called a human, a halfie, a dirty halfie, and his mom was a human fucker, or his dad was a human fucker. Like, they just made, like, real big insults to his family.
Woo.
In the backyard, you guys found a garden where there was no real... Like, there was some flowers, but that wasn't the focus. There was a tarp covering over a section of flowers, almost like covering out all the sun, which was weird to you. And then a little girl came up and she started asking you why you were looking at the flowers, and she said that she's the caretaker of it, and she called the flowers the Zirak flowers. Not after the name of a person, but just what they're normally called. You guys took, Lex stole one of those. You guys then went over to the mausoleum. There was a riddle on top, as the girl also went over to deal with the flowers around there. She seemed to be some kind of caretaker, not knowing anything about Zirak as a person. Only called him by Lord Afad. You guys went to the mausoleum, went down in there. Damon and Zeph did not go in. They stayed back with Glenda to bring her all the clues. By the way, there's this lady Glenda who's here trying to create a ritual so you guys can visually see what happened here years ago, or 100 and something years ago. I think it was 130, she said. In that mausoleum, you found the destroyed mausoleum of a bunch of places. No bodies were inside any of the tombs, but then you went into a newer section where there were nicer caskets that were all sealed closed, and then there was a big one that had Jeanette Stalker on it, who was the mother of who that was murdered in the fire in the house. Lex popped it open and tried to take the bouquet of flowers, Zirak flowers, around her. She then grabbed on and combat ensued. You guys fought them, and then you left, getting the ring around her flower bouquet as a memento for the ritual. You brought that back. Lex took Damon to side. No one else knows about this. Only Damon and Lex knew this. I had to roleplay Damon, but I had him mention to the group that he knew Lord Afad beforehand, and Vogt also knew Lord Afad beforehand. He never knew, Damon never knew that this was Zirak because nobody ever told him, even though he told you guys about it. They talked more about Zeph's arm and how he had specific measurements, stuff like that, and probably Zirak is the guy who gave them to him if Lord Afad is Zirak. Lex told him that he's a fuck ferret and he needs to get on his own level, or something of that nature.
Yes, the word fuck ferret was thrown around.
It was. And yeah.
There's nothing more important than that.
He pretty much questioned your loyalty, and I said that you were... And they cast Zone of Truth on you to ask if you were a spy, and you said no, and that was the truth.
Wait. Why was he called? Why was that name thrown around?
Landon said that he thinks that is the perfect insult that Lex would come up for Damon.
Awesome.
Okay, so with that summary, you guys still have to go to the school, and you still have to go to the river encampment. This is going to be a shorter
I gotta find
session.
my biddy, too.
Find
my biddy.
Biddy? What?
My forest biddy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the forest slut.
Okay. You guys can go on. I'll tell you that the school is like around down there. But yeah, sorry, not Durga. What was her name? Glenda is sitting on a tree stump, kind of like holding her head and beginning to start this ritual as she needs 2 more things. 2 more clues.
Well, we could head to the school first.
Why don't we split up and half of us go to the school and half of us go to the river?
Are you sure you want to split up?
I'd like to go to the river. I want to go to the river badly.
Okay.
Alrighty, 1 spellcaster per group.
Okay, so Lex is leading the charge to the river. Who's going with him?
I'll
I'm going
join
to the
him.
river.
I'll join him to the river.
Okay,
I think I said I was going to go to the school.
so that leaves Namala, Damon, and Blythe to go to the school. Is that okay with everyone?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys head off in your own ways. It's a little bit further to the river, so I'm going to let you guys go off there. Oopsie. Did someone
Who
leave?
did?
Someone join?
No.
Yeah, what?
That's the bye-bye sound, but everyone still seems to be here.
Where the hell is the school? I forget. I'm really good at DMing, guys. Right here. That'll be the school. Okay. So you guys go off down this way to investigate the river. So you're a little further off. You're not actually this close. But you guys approach on this school, which, give me a second to read the things. You find a school, and the backyard is kind of like a schoolyard, so like a recess yard. The inside of the school, these are all a part of the school. Each one, if you look in, has different buildings, and they're all in okay condition, spiderwebs. Nothing's like burnt or exploded or anything like the other places. General decay. And they all look like school rooms with like a chalkboard on like this wall and like some chairs. This seems to be the main building where they probably have like meetings, like school assemblies and such. In the back here though is where you guys find some a decent clue. I'll say you're all going back here, or you're all moving around, and someone calls you all over to investigate in here. There's not much that you need to find. Well, yeah, I'll say the obvious, and then you guys can make me perception checks. You can do that all right now while I'm doing this. So in the middle of the field, it is grass. It's not dirt like it shows here. It's all grass. The grass in like the center right here is like blackened, almost like what you saw in the barracks. Exploded out almost like some like impact point in the ground, and then outward is purplish black tendrils of smoke or some kind of like an explosion. Go ahead and roll perception check, you 3.
8.
8. Roll it. Also, Weston, if you haven't gotten in it, go in the roll dice with friends that I linked in the Discord chat, the Prisoners of Fate chat. Blythe, you got a 12 plus.
It's just a flat 12.
Okay. We'll see what Damon gets. Do you see what I'm talking about, Weston?
Yeah, opening links while voice chatting isn't great for my computer, so it's loading right now.
Okay. You're good. I think Blythe would see it. In the outer rim, like in the grass, you begin to like step, and then you step down, and you hear like the cracking of almost like glass. Not specifically glass, but more like a pottery like crack, like as like you step on something, like almost like a harder twig. And you look down at your feet, and you lift it up, and there's like a dusty yellowish white powder underneath your foot where you've stepped, and you look around, and there's the rest of like maybe like an arm bone. You then see like almost a full skeleton of like a smaller humanoid. Yeah.
Guys, I just found a dead kid. Like,
Great.
it's a child skeleton. What is, guys? Look, I like. I'm gonna like, I guess pick it up. So, like, when I like look at it, is it like connected to a body or is
No, it's not connected. It's all like pieced out parts. Like there's the skull, and then there's like different parts, and they're all like they're all pretty much together. You can find like a whole body of each thing, except for where you stepped.
When I like actually take a look at it, can I tell if it's like a human child or is it like?
It's small enough to be. It's either a halfling or an elven child.
Oh, it's either a halfling or an elven child.
It's either a shorter race or it's a elven child. But you begin to look around and you see more bodies that are the same size.
These are kids, guys. These are kids. This. Oh my gosh, there's a ton of them. These are kids.
Namala, Damon, what are you guys doing?
I just said it's sick.
You should probably just put it down.
Where's the music?
Yeah.
Also, somebody's phone is buzzing. You put it on.
Put the bones down, and let's just go inside.
Okay. So you guys aren't taking anything from here. You do need a clue for the ritual.
Is there anything else that we can see other than the bones of small children?
There's like the matted like contact. Somebody's mic is echoing badly. There's like the contact point where the explosion kind of thing happened. That could possibly be enough of a clue. This one's pretty open-ended. You could take a bone, you could take a patch of grass.
Take the bone.
Someone?
I bet Zirak killed his class.
Just pick up a small bone and put it in your bag.
Right. Yeah. So I'll pick up a bone and pop it in my bag. I guess.
Find like a little like finger ligament or something.
Yeah, like a phalange or something like that.
Yeah. All right, you guys got it? Are you heading out?
I guess there's nothing else.
Around here.
Yeah, there's not much here. It's just that. Are you heading back to Glenda, or are you going to go catch up with the other group?
We can head back.
The other group.
Should we go back to Glenda? What should we do? What do you guys think? Let's go to Glenda.
Namala, do you want to go with the other group?
I was just gonna suggest that we stick together and then go back to Glenda together because I mean we all have to be there for the ritual anyway, right?
Yeah, you can say that to them.
Sounds fair. Let's do it. Let's go.
You guys head to the other group. They're far ahead of you, almost through the entire clearing. Do I have a river? Nope. We'll just have it. Oh, that's good. Let's say this is the river right here. As you guys approach, you see on who has the map? Who wants to have the map of the three here?
I don't care. I can take it if nobody else wants it.
Sure.
Give it to Zeph because Zeph's the leader.
Zeph has the map. She's the leader.
The thing is, I miss you guys too much to hate you when you say that.
Oh,
No.
hate
Don't
damage,
cry.
psychic, all of you.
Right.
She makes you sick.
Landon.
He also secretly wants to be the leader.
Okay, so you look at the map, and on it there is the river flowing like this, and then you do see two spots, two trees that you can assume, and once you're walking up, you see these two trees like on the map there. And at the base of the left tree, there is the X.
Where? X marks the spot.
I go there.
Okay, give me 1 second to...
No, 1 second. Now.
Okay, alright, listen. Alright, I'm actually rolling damage now.
I do it
and that
immediately,
tree-
Brandon. I do it
tree limb
immediately.
Falls, you take 4 damage.
I knew a teacher who almost died because a tree limb fell on his head.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Yeah, but then he came back. And he worked for like 5 more years, and then he finally retired.
And then he got hit by another tree and died.
No.
So,
No, then he got hit by a bus.
where the mark
No.
is, you guys see up on the tree,
That's super insensitive.
there is a rope tied that
Abby.
slowly trails down to another piece of wood that's kind of like limped on the ground, like sideways. This part is touching the ground, the rope is holding up this end. And there's another part of the rope tied to the part that's sticking on the ground, and then it's like looped and like fallen on the ground. It used to be like an old swing, but like the one side fell and like broke down. And underneath it is kind of where the X would be.
Can I look for something on the ground?
Roll a
Like where the
perception
X would be?
check. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you see right underneath like where it's touching, you can see like a decent bit of dirt kind of like piled out. I don't know. You can't. Yeah, with a nat 20, you'd be able to know. Even though it's been 130 years, you can tell that this has never been dug up, ever been redug up. And considering that the letter is in your hands and not someone else's, you can assume that the boy never got the letter to come here or anything about that.
I start to dig.
You do, and you open up, you find there's a small, like, sewn basket with, a sewn lid on top that's, like, latched down with, like, some, dried leaves or something. Like, the whole basket is, like, dried, leaves, like, long leaves, like a palm tree.
Keychain, ho.
Okay, throw it down.
What?
Did you realize that?
No.
Hi!
Wait, how? I had it down here. Do I have two?
It was in the...
Dude, I have two!
What?
I have
wait,
two!
Do what?
I got 2 keychains! Alright, sorry guys.
Brandon.
Apparently, I got 2 keychains with that dice set.
Brandon.
What?
Ashley's home?
Yeah.
I thought your whole
Yeah,
family was
she's-
in Florida.
No, my
She's
parents
been.
came back
Where
and
have
my
you
sister surprised
been?
them yesterday by coming over.
Listen, Landon.
Aw.
Stuck in Maine. What'd you
Dug
say,
in
hon?
the ground is that basket. Do you take out the basket and undo it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You guys are gathering around too with Locked and Lex, so you're seeing this. You can react while I read this to myself.
Gather very hardly.
I am puzzled.
I just remain silent. I got no idea what's going
There's
on.
a small folder or like journal or some kind of piecing together of papers. It's kind of weakly strung together, especially after all this time. It gives information about Jackson being a half-elf, and that his father didn't die fighting humans when he went off to war. Rather, that he was going to, like, he was told as a kid that his father died at war, fighting against the humans in the old war. She says that's a lie. He actually went to a peace summit in Hearth, and he was murdered by a group of humans who didn't want peace between elves and humans. His father's name was a Fod stalker. And she also wrote a letter telling him to never come back here, and that is her last wish, that whatever happened to her, that he does not seek revenge, but instead helps others, as she would have wished for him to do. And it's all addressed to Jackson Stalker from Jeanette Stalker.
Well, I guess that was a bust. At least you tried.
Is there anything
Take it
else in there?
No,
Technically not even near us.
the folder's
Okay.
enough.
Did we all read that, or did just
She read it
Zeph
aloud,
read
I
that?
imagine.
Yeah, I read it aloud. I guess we'll just take this back to what's her name?
Glenda.
I guess Glenda or Glinda?
Glenda. Sorry.
Glenda. Okay, good. I guess we'll just take this back to Glenda then.
Roleplay.
Are we heading back?
Are you guys gonna
Well-
respond?
It seems like we have what we need, so we should head back.
Where was that peace summit that he went to?
Heart.
Hearth.
To think
Can I
that
roll
this-
an investigation check to find anything by the river?
Oh yeah, sure. If you want to do something specific, you can do an investigation check. If you just want to check everything, do a perception check.
Perception check, yeah.
Okay.
So, give me a second.
Someone rolling
Dice.
cards in their hands.
Roll dice with friends. Perception is +3. Got my little 20 boy. And we did 20 not net, yeah.
There's nothing else that's a clue. But since you got a pretty good roll, far off in the distance you see, Landon, what was her name? Forrest?
I don't know. She didn't have a name.
Yes, she did.
didn't give me a name.
Detere.
Detere.
She did, that's right, Detere. She did.
Yeah, I wrote it
that's right.
down. She's the forest slut.
Detere
Yeah, I
is
have
the
it.
slut. Detere
But it's under
is
Hemingway.
over there. She's far off, not this close, but like very far off, across the river, into like a couple trees, past a couple trees, like a good 100, 200 feet away, just like staring at you, kind of like looking through the trees, like directly at you.
I just wave really aggressively and goofily.
You guys see him waving, and you look off to see what he's waving at, and she's gone.
The,
Yeah,
there's definitely something up with him.
The other group is approaching now.
happening.
So, I guess we better go off to Glenda again.
Yes, I think we should. You okay, Lex?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Did nature wave at you?
No. What a,
Then why?
what a silly question. How would that even happen?
We have
Just
magic.
shaking out the muscle spasms in my arm.
I was never aware that you had spasms, Lex.
Roll.
With all of these muscles, I'm sure you would not know. Since you do
Insight
not
check.
possess the strength I have.
Roll a deception check and roll an insight check, Bach.
Alright, gotta get the old sheet.
Okay.
Why you always lying? Why you always lying?
Plus Uno?
Oh my god. Stop fucking
Yo, you
lying!
need to stop with that.
Plus
19.
1, so that's
How
a
you
not
do
nat
that?
20?
20 not net.
Wait, you both got 20s? Wait, no, you have to roll in the friends thing, Bach.
Ah.
Come on,
Yeah,
Blocky
dummy poo poo
boy.
head.
You wanna
Also
incite
get a nat
me?
20.
I
The
got
only
it
thing you
like
can-
on my dice. Dang it! Wait a minute,
Yo.
wait a minute. Insight. That's +6.
Oh.
Beat you by 1 point.
Okay,
No.
yeah, you didn't get a nat 20, Lex, so he does beat you with 21. Just you.
With
you
21?
Wait, that math doesn't.
You got a
work.
19.
I'm so sorry. I thought he said something different. My bad. No. So 19, you got a 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Oh.
My bad. Lex,
Dang.
you think for a second, Vok, that he was waving at something, and you assume that he's just been like talking about nature for a while. But then you kind of like see him like cranking his arm, and it does look like he has some kind of strain in his arm.
Hmm. Okay.
Tell you what, it's all that fighting, with that deaf lady.
Yeah, that was a
that
really hard
dead lady.
fight. She did give you a run for your money.
I wouldn't say she gave me a run for my money. I just threw out my arm a couple of times, just being so voluptuous and attractive.
Alrighty, well, later, I can check out the arm once we're done with this.
I would really appreciate that, Vogt. Why don't we all go off to go see Glinda?
Alrighty, let's go see Glinda.
The other group has been here and they heard you guys say that, and you guys head over to Glender.
Glender.
Sit down, dearie. I'm not dearie. Sit down, bitch. Yeah, this is
Tries to be impolite. Says something nice.
Alright. Y'all get over here. I'll put Zeph in front because she's the leader.
Oh my gosh.
I love you. Alright, you guys walk up to Glenda. She has already started doing the sigils on the ground. They are starting to glow with a greenish, blue, kind of like tealish tint to them. The ground has a circle around her with inner crossings, and within every triangle or diamond shape in the ground, she has one of the pieces, and there are 2 spots left. I'm assuming you guys took the basket and everything.
Yes, I brought everything.
Alright, she's sitting there. She holds out her hands for the 2 more things. She has her eyes closed. So she is.
I put them in her hand.
Okay, she takes the basket from you, and Blythe, are you handing her the boon?
Yeah.
She takes that, puts that in one of these sigils, and the diamond now glows with that same glow as the other ones. And into the other non-lit diamond, she puts the basket, and that glows. And she now looks to you all and opens her eyes, and her eyes are glowing with the same blue, tealish energy, kind of staring at you guys. You can't see her pupils, nothing. It's just a full purple, a full teal color in her eyes, and she looks to you all. Are you all ready?
Sure.
We better be.
Ready as I can be.
Circle around me and hold hands.
I want to hold hands with Vogt.
That doesn't bother me at all.
Does anyone else
I
care
love you,
who
Vogt.
holds hands?
Yeah.
I love you too, Leg.
I'm
My
next to
friend,
Namala.
What?
Vogt are friends. Guys, me and Vogt are friends.
There. You circle around her outside of the circle that she's sitting in the middle of.
Who am I holding hands with, just so I know?
You're holding Zeph and Vogt's hand.
Okay, good. I don't want to hold
Who
Damon's
am
hand.
I holding hands with?
Namala, I should move that. You're
Whoever
now
I'm-
holding Blythe and Zeph's hand.
Whoever I'm holding hands with, I'm just very stiff and obviously uncomfortable.
Okay. So,
It's like real life.
she begins to speak in a strange tongue that none of you understand. Yeah. Not anything demonic or weird or different sounding. It almost sounds... Oh, no, Namala would know it. Namala, you don't know it, but you've heard a lot of people speak it. I don't know what name you have for it, but it's Druidic. So Buck spoke this to any other Druid or Forest people he met.
I get a little sad.
Yeah, you're the only one who would know it. But yeah, she starts speaking this. It's not something uncomfortable or oh, what's happening? Not it's just just calmly speaking these incantations of naturally spirits, and the leaves around her start like wisping, and almost like a small breeze or small tornadoes starting to circle around her. The leaves of trees are starting to become swarmed and warped. As she finally finishes, she closes her mouth and loudly just goes, "Go!" And out just this wisps and like tendrils of wind, kind of like if you could visualize like wind being rolled visually with this teal energy, is just flowing down towards the whole entire city, and then they begin to hit the ground and then start to like warp up, almost like 3D printing a human out of like air. And there's a bunch of people now walking around this town as if it's a normal day. She says that, and she just begins to concentrate on the spell. As she looks to you all, she says, "Go. I don't know how long you have. Find out what you need. I have to stay here."
Alright, let's flip and go. Let's do this.
What do you mean? What do you mean, go?
Experience.
What?
Experience it. Go. I can't talk. Go.
Well, I'm just gonna walk right into it. So.
Where? Where am I going?
Y'all begin to go. Where are you going? You walk here. There's a bunch of guards outside of the barracks. About 6 of them. The ones that I said, there's about 6 of them dead. They're all like standing there.
Oh shit, we're living.
Yeah. You can't like see very clearly. Like they still like don't have any like facial features. Kind of just like mannequin-esque like facial features, like the ones that don't have like noses or anything. The ones that are just like
an anime flashback.
That's good.
Right.
Kinda. You guys head down here. You get to the house that was burnt down before. In the backyard, you see a woman tending to the flowers that are in the canopy area, and she is bending down. It's not like they were put there before; they were always there. She's now on the ground, like tending to them with like some spray bottle, or like whatever mythical thing they have, like sprinkling water on it. Are you guys gonna go to the school? Where are you guys going? People are walking around, walking through you.
I
Let's
head
check
to
out-
the school.
Yeah, let's check out the school.
Go to the school.
Yes.
You walk down this long path. You also see, as you were heading through the town, like right here, right in this area as you're passing by, there's like a couple of like thug kind of looking guys like leaning up against a building, like at least like 5 of them. They're just like standing there looking around and like looking at the building that the woman lives in. They're just like staring at her and like the building, trying to like check it out. Nothing that you guys can do though. But as you head to the school, you see a bunch of figures out in the yard playing. Like a bunch, like 10 or so kids, plus like 2 teachers. One teacher, nothing special, like some male or a female. And then over here, kind of further away, actually in this room, I'd say, you look in like one of the windows, there is a striking resemblance of Glenda. Not in her age now, but similar facial structure. Every other one has like no facial features, but she does, probably because she knows herself and what she looks like. Yeah, you can like see her like actual like hair and her eyes, not like open or anything, but like the facial features, you're able to determine that it's Glenda. In the yard, you see the kids all playing around. There is like 2 kids over in this corner just talking, but all the other 8 kids are playing some game of war or tag or something. You can't really see too much, and they're just shouting and like these like muffled, almost like a ghost just talking, just like it's like weird, ghostly, almost eerie nature of just being here. One of these kids is like running and like getting chased from somebody, and he bumps into one of the kids and like knocks him on the ground. And you hear him like scream at him. He's like, "Get the fuck out of my way! Your mom's a fucking dirty human!" And then he like moves on and like runs around. And the kid that was like running by to like play tag, he like kicks dirt on him. And all the other kids just like start being like general like pieces of shit to him, like picking up dirt pies and throwing them at him. Like absolute horrible behavior as you guys just sit there watching. You see in the ground, the kid's like sitting right here. He like crawls to the middle, and you see in the ground physically a like sigil being like marked in the dirt, and every time he like moves his finger to a different point, that line becomes purplish in eldritch energy, and he like keeps doing that, and all the other kids like are like circling around him, looking at him, and then you just hear a scream from the boy on the ground as he just like rears back and just ah! And then a explosion of purplish of that wispy energy just explodes out, and all these kids' bodies go flying, as well as the adult goes like falling back far off here somewhere, but all the bodies lay on the ground dead, not moving, except for the kid who was just reeled back screaming. He continues screaming as this explosion happens. The explosion kind of deafens you, and then as it like rears back, and you still hear the kid just screaming. You see the thug-like figures over here peering down, seeing and hearing that explosion. They all like run inside their houses, either in fear or in preparation. The kid continues to just scream, but your eyes are now drawn to the people over here who come out of their houses, and on top of their they're holding something in their hand, but instead of blue energy, there's like a red fiery energy, a torch, and they begin to move towards the house. You follow the kid as he hops the fence, and you guys move with him over here as he watches and can't do anything. Not much, at least, to stop them burning down this house. They begin to set fire to the house. You guys are standing here with the kid. Here, I'll give you a visual of the kid. The kid's just watching as these people are burning down the house, and you hear the screams of a woman inside, just screaming. As the kid sees this, they all turn around to him to see. He then runs away from them sneakily through here. You guys follow, and you see him go towards the guards who are just standing there watching this house be burnt down with like their arms crossed. The kid runs inside, and you hear him begin to try to plead for help. They're killing my mom! They're killing my mom! And you hear the police chief just like, nothing we could do about it, son. He's just laugh. And then the kid just like screams out again. You guys are like just beginning to walk in, and then you hear the as the roof caves out. Like I said before, the dust and the straw goes flying everywhere, getting blown away with the wind in time. The crowd of mob people are starting to move more towards here. This kid steps out, and they begin to just chase after him into the woods. You guys follow until about like down like here. He keeps running. He just disappears into the forest, and his like wispy shape kind of just like untangles and like begins to fade away at like a certain point. And then once the mob gets there, they just fade out as well. And you see Glinda over here, sitting there, her eyes still glowing green, and as the last member of the mob runs through, her eyes... Well, actually, you see like a spiritual figure walk up that was Glenda, younger, holding like her mouth just like in fear, and you see like tears of like wispy air kind of like going down her cheek as she walks into her current form, and then her eyes open, and everything's calm.
Well, that explains a lot.
Is that enough answers for you? Is my webcam not working?
No,
It's working. To think that this all started with racism. And I wanted to kill me humans.
I mean, I can believe it.
Who the fuck left?
Weston.
God damn it.
He'll be back.
There. Alright, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, it all started with racism. Yeah, That's how a lot of things start in this world.
I think I need to just step outside for a second.
We are already outside.
Just
We are outside.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I think
Dumb
I
it.
just need to go into a corner or something.
We prop up against
We're
this
out-
tree.
Outside. Where are the corners?
what does he want with us then? If this is
I mean, that's the question. Do we even know what he's trying to do?
What was the point of seeing that? I'm asking Glenda.
I mean, you said you wanted to find out about him. Do you think this is the same man that you're after now? It's been 130 years. I assumed he was killed out in the forest. Is this the same man?
Possibly, I guess. I don't know.
Well, then isn't that important to you?
No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so his life was a living hell, okay? Our lives are living hell and we're not being like he is. Like, his past doesn't justify what he's done. Okay, so if this was all just a ploy to make us feel bad for him, it's not gonna happen. Because I don't feel bad for him.
Jeff, no one said this excuses his behavior. All right?
Yeah, but what's the point? I don't know. I don't feel like we got any answers. If that kid is Zirak, like, it doesn't really make a difference. We're still in the same position we were in.
if anything, it gives us tactics, though, Zeft. I mean, gives us some information. Better to have more to work with than nothing at all.
They say to know your enemy, and by that logic, we're in a better place now than we were 5 minutes ago.
But how do we know that that kid is Zirak?
I mean, we've got all the evidence right here.
Yeah, but there's nothing that actually ties Zirak to the kid. Besides the flowers. But we don't really know that.
Try taking
Unless I
the
missed
clues.
something from last session.
You did. Try taking
Oh.
some of the clues. One clue isn't enough to solve something, or at least that's what I've seen in my seership. Putting them all together can give you an answer. What was his father's name?
Aphod?
A thought.
And what did he come to you two as? And she points to Vocht and Damon.
With a thought.
Right. His father is dead. You know that from the paperwork. And it's been far too long for his father to be existing. He was much older than me. If he was alive now, he would be the oldest living elf I would know.
I'm gonna walk back to the group.
Okay,
That's
so
just one of the clues. Also his power. Have you seen him show any kind of explosive power like he did in the barricade/school?
It's been a while, have we?
didn't he blow up all the goblin people that were gonna attack us?
He did.
Oh, right.
Okay, yes, he has.
Okay.
Okay, fine. It's the same person then. I don't know. We still don't have any answers to the questions that we're trying to answer. Like, yeah, we have his background information. Great, we can use it against him. But we don't have any of the answers we actually need right now.
What answers do you need?
Why is he saying that we're his chosen ones? What the heck does he expect us to do?
I don't think that is stuff that we can find out without talking to him then.
Yeah.
Okay, but
The
let's
past
say we
can
go to
only
this place.
tell so much.
Let's say we go to this place, or he brings us to his mansion or whatever. First of all, there's no mansion in the town. So,
He's
No
he's
mansion near the
he's
town
a,
either, honey. I've lived
he's
here
a
for
powerful
150
magical
years.
entity. I'm sure he's got some kind of, I don't know, it's probably like some kind of invisible, or maybe there's like, I don't know, gates. Maybe it's like a pocket dimension.
He's obviously a master of deception. Of course, he's only going to be found if he wants to be found.
Okay. Well, let's say we end up in his mansion or whatever. What if this is all just a trap? What if he's gonna like lock us up and make us do something or brainwash us or I don't know. This just all seems like a trap to me.
At this point, though, he's put us in so many traps without even being there that anything that we walk into could have been a trap or could be a trap.
Remember the first
Precisely.
Honey, I can't remember what I had for breakfast.
You guys were locked up in a prison cell that were unlocked. He could have had you there. He had you in 2 prisons at one point, and you guys got out. What are you guys gonna do?
What time of day is it?
It is getting late. It is about... It's like the sun is starting to set. Over the horizon over there, you see the sun starting to peak on the trees. It's about like 6. Or about 6.
Namala,
Yes.
will you walk with me by the tree line? I want to just ask you a few questions.
I suppose.
Okay,
I'm like-
I want to walk.
I,
I
like,
want to
make-
walk with
make a
Namala to the river.
I like make a fist around like my hand that has like my rings on it.
Mm-hmm. You're going to the river, or are you going back to the town?
The river.
Okay. Wait, which river? The Troll River or the Swing River?
The Swing
Okay,
River.
just making sure, because now there is 2 rivers.
Yeah.
You guys head over to here. Is this fine?
Yeah, sure.
You want to be at the river?
Yeah.
Sure, you're at the river.
What do you think about all of this, Namala?
What do I think about this?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should go and we should... I don't know what he expects of us or what's going to happen when we get there. Be ready to fight if anything bad happens, but...
Yeah, when me and Zeph found that thing over that, under, and I point over at the tree.
Mm-hmm.
We found it over there. It was under, it was weird.
What are you talking about?
It's over there. It's under that thing.
You see the broken swing, Namala, that you probably have seen some kids set up in nearby like towns. You live close to this area, so you've seen some kids near your forest setting up like wooden swings on the thing, and you see this one is broken and like the one side isn't being held up anymore and the rope is snapped and bundled up next to it. Lex doesn't know what it is.
That's a swing, Lex.
Yeah. Not the swing, the other thing. What's the...
The what?
It, I don't know. A
Are you
bush,
feeling alright?
a bush, a river.
What are you going for?
What's that called?
I think
Namala?
I know, but I'm not.
What's that called? That nature specimen.
I got it.
I walk away.
Walk away?
Yeah, I walk away.
Okay,
Ass
cool.
clown.
I run to the river by myself.
You run in the river?
Yeah.
Do I hear this?
Yeah,
Because he's... I whip around and I shout, Lex!
To figure
Lex!
out what that is. What is it?
Can't figure out what? What are you talking about?
Never mind, go away. You don't want to be around me anyway.
I follow him.
Okay. Are you gonna just jump through the water?
What the fuck?
Are you gonna jump over it? What are you gonna do? It's not that big of a river. It's like a 10-foot river.
Can I rocky hoppy across?
There's no rocks, but what's your strength score?
Oh, strength?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, it's dark. Hold on.
Is it
My
at least-
strength.
Is it at least
Oh.
a 10?
Am I looking at the number on the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
It's a
you're able
10.
to hop over it. Just
Ha!
it's more like
Bitch.
15, so you get you step in the water, jump, and then you land like in the water, splashing a bit. But yeah, Lex is further ahead of you. Let's move you guys back. I mean, you're just continuing on, Lex. You're out of the water now.
Yeah, Namala, it's that tree over there.
What about it? What tree? Oh, shit.
Oh.
Fucking hell. Landon, I hate you.
Changer.
You what?
What?
Okay, good. I call out, Debtore!
I fucking hate you.
You can turn back, Namal.
I know, tree.
Lex, you don't hear anything or see anything, but you feel her presence. With the charming between you two, you can feel some kind of connection that she's nearby or watching.
I have my token of appreciation.
Lex, what are you talking about?
Ignore Namala.
I push him.
Music is so
Lex.
fitting right now.
I'm still ignoring her.
You hear in your head. Can she do that? No, she really can't. Then you both hear, kind of like emanating around the forest. You hear like a. Is she trustworthy? Kind of like circling around you like a helicopter, just like.
Sure, she's trustworthy.
A couple seconds pass. Do you say anything to Mala?
What the fuck is happening?
Mala, shut up.
No! Tell me what's going on.
Do not embarrass me.
I'll do whatever the hell I want. Tell me what's going on.
I ignore her now. I'm not answering Namala.
Through her continual pestering, she doesn't get any response. Coming out from this tree is the semi-clothed dryad, who only covering her top is like her hair and like some leaves. Her bottom is fully like a almost swimsuit bottom made out of vines. Think like what's the
Poison ivy.
Thank you, poison ivy. Kind of attire, but worse. She comes out.
Or as in
Less.
better. I get it.
Around her neck is like a snake, like kind of like coiled around her neck, and her arms are up like this, and the snake is kind of like poising around like her right arm and like looking down at you. Just she looks at you and goes, "What have you brought me? I don't do with female slaves very well."
That is fine. I have just brought you these flowers, but they cannot be exposed to light.
Okay. She walks up to you with like this attitude, kind of like strut. With her other hand, she like caresses your chin. They'll bring it out.
Okay, so then I kind of like open up my pack to like show her without.
The trees kind of
Without,
encapsulate over you, causing like a shade. You're good. It's a densely.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put all the trees on, but you're surrounded in trees. With the sun also going down, there's not much light coming through. She looks
Yeah,
in
so
and
I-
sees them. Okay. A flower?
What did you say?
Just a flower?
These are Xerac flowers.
Hardly anything to write home about. But not pointless.
I thought that they were pretty extraordinary.
I mean, they are extraordinary, but they take quite a lot of work. Do you really want to be giving me another job? The snake
Oh, no,
is
no, no.
approaching around and starts like wrapping around your neck, tightening.
Can
No,
I
sir.
like stealthily like ready in action, like without anyone noticing?
How would you stealthily ready your action? Like, what weapon are you gonna use?
I am unsure.
Yeah, because the only thing I would say is like you swing out like a sword to like cut her, but you don't really have that until like stealthily shoot out, start stabbing.
Don't I? I have a sword. I have a long sword.
Right. How do you want to stealthily do that?
I have it on. Do I have it on my hip?
It's wherever you think you have it.
Well, I think it's on my hip.
Okay.
So I kind of just like
Put your hand
rest. Yeah, like keep a hand on it.
on it. Okay. Roll me a stealth check then. Roll me a sleight of hand check, because that's more of like your hand going secretly.
Brandon, would I still be suspicious?
What do you mean?
Like I've been suspicious like the entire time, and I'm not about to let it go over there with the mall after
Repeatedly. You were
repeatedly.
going over.
Yeah, that's my mistake.
Namal, you did
10.
not get a really great roll.
Well, I mean, I have 10,
Oh, it's a
but
10?
yeah, it's not
Okay.
great.
Well, she's very enthralled with Lex right now, so you don't know if she can see because you aren't that confident in your ability, but you definitely do have your hand on your sword, and she hasn't said anything.
Cool.
So yeah, the snake's
Alright.
around your neck, Slack, and she says, "Do you really want to give me another job?"
Oh no, certainly. I can take care of them for you.
I'm trying to find a use for you and not just making you a permanent slave. Do you have any use for me?
I can fight. I'm a good fighter. Have
The snake's starting to like choke harder now. It's fully on you. No more is it on her. It's like entirely wrapped around your neck, like tripling over. Maybe a little more.
I can get you money. I can get
don't
you
see
people.
value in money.
I know a little girl that knows how to water plants.
Again, I
Miss
don't like
Susie.
girls.
I know a little bit about nature. I have a
Where are
friend.
you headed after this? The snake kind of like loosens up so you can speak. Are there any
Um,
boys in that village?
There was a child named Jackson that we were talking about. He might be older now, but
I don't care about their names. Send a small boy under the age of 13 out into the forest, saying that the lady of the forest is looking for him.
certainly you would have more use for an adult.
Absolutely not. Children don't question. And it starts like choking you as if she's like accusing you.
No, I'm not questioning. I'm just saying.
Then get me a boy.
Whatever you say. Whatever you want.
Holds out her
I'll
hand,
get.
and the snake crawls up onto her arm and wraps around her neck in like a scarf-like idea. I'll be waiting. As she kind of like steps back towards this tree, and forms into it again. Just kind of like turns into it and becomes like bark skin.
Lex, what the fuck was that?
I had a feeling she'd say that.
Don't tell the others.
What do you mean, don't tell the others?
She'll be upset with me. She doesn't want people to know.
Sounds to me like she's not exactly good news. Which is why she would not want people to know.
I can't help myself, Mama. I can't help myself. I can't.
So let others help you.
No.
Namal, you know that this is a dryad and that they can charm people. Like, seeing her, you know that she is a dryad and that she preys on young men and older men. Or little boys and young men.
Do I know, like, how to help that? Like, do I know, like, first of all, is there a way to break that charm?
Wait 24 hours. Or have some kind of item, potion, or something that breaks a charm. Or an ability or something, which none of you have.
Okay.
You do know that dryads are genuinely good for the forest. Like, without them, an equilibrium is broken off. They have shady ways and they're bad people, but they are very good for the forest. Like, they do enslave little boys for a little bit of time, but, like, without them, it's almost like not having a druid.
Gotcha.
So you know that killing her would be very bad for the ecosystem. Okay, are you two heading back?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can continue talking if you want, I'm sorry. As you head back.
Just don't tell anybody about it. Don't tell Vogt about it.
I don't say anything in response.
Okay. You guys get back to the group. Everyone sees them approach. Glenda's like, "Are we ready to go?" She looks tired.
I see Lex and Amal approaching. Can I do a perception check?
On what?
On Lex. If I notice anything on him.
I can tell you if you're passive.
What would be
notice
on
anything
him?
On him, no.
Actually, no. I wouldn't notice any choke scars. Never mind.
No,
Yes,
you
Bob
don't
came back wearing a sign that says, "I've been charmed by a forest slut."
You have a 14 passive perception. You don't notice anything.
All right. You two okay? You were gone for quite a while.
Just processing the stuff.
Yeah, if that's what you'd like to call it.
Has that story about Zirek really made you that much upset, Nimala?
What?
Oh, I thought you were saying that in character. My bad.
She was.
I didn't hear what he said.
He said, "Did that story about Zirek get to you? That bad?"
No, what Lex said.
He didn't.
Well, if
Nimala?
you need someone to talk to, I'm right here.
What's happening? I didn't hear what Lex said. What's happening?
Lex didn't say anything. Vogt has been talking. Go ahead, Vogt.
I was just wondering since...
Why are people asking me though? I missed something.
Yeah, you missed Vogt. He's saying it again now.
You two took quite a while back. I'm a little concerned. Especially with how Lex has been acting today.
It's fine. We should just focus on Zirak.
Alrighty, as long as you're not going to run off into nature on us again.
No.
Yes, we should focus on Zirak. And I make a very pointed glance at Lex.
Interesting. Yes, I think we should focus on that.
Did something happen between you two?
It's their business. Let's just go.
Thank you, Zeph. Let's go.
Okay. She heads off down the path. Spoilers.
Walking to our death. Which, just for clarification, this is Cameron talking, not Zeph. So Lex has been charmed by a forest slut who wants him to go back to the village and bring her a little boy.
Yep, that's what dryads do.
She's like the evil fantasy version of a Twix dot.
What is wrong with this world, Brandon?
Dryads like little they like to enthrall like not only children but just men in general or whoever they sexually prefer, and then use them kind of as slaves for the
That
forest.
is disgusting.
Yeah, D&D.
This woman's literally a pedophile.
There's so much slavery in D&D, it's insane. Every race has been enslaved or has enslaved some race.
And you wonder why Christians think it's of the devil.
No, they don't talk about that part. If they brought up that, I'd be like, yeah, you're right. they're like, you can cast real spells. And it's like, wow, you play a fun D&D. Alright. You guys are walking along the path. And, yeah, are you guys going to talk or do anything? I'm going to roll a random encounter. You guys can talk while I do that.
I'm keeping to myself, but I'm very agitated. But I don't know if anybody can see that or not. By the way, somebody's mic is echoing.
Yep.
So, our target is Jackson Stalker.
This works so perfectly. So remember the river that you guys were at before? This is actually a random encounter that I just got.
Oh no.
The bridge is still out, but there's the river. And, you guys walk up to the river, yeah. Glenda steps back a little bit. She's like, the bridge is out, how are we gonna get through it? It's a quite deep river. I don't know what to do. My voice got very young there, I don't know why.
Well,
I could try
unfortunately,
freezing the river. Oh,
I don't
just a
have-
portion of it.
I don't have Mage Hand, so I can't quite put that river back. Actually, Mage Hand shouldn't be able to do that. Never mind.
Are there any like logs around like that I could drag
Trees.
over? Well, yes, a tree, but are there any like other like
You
planks,
listed before,
logs?
there's no chopped down trees. There's the whole bridge, but like most of the loose logs or planks have flown down river.
Somebody want to chop down a tree?
I can do it.
Cool.
Okay. You go up to
I
this
go.
tree, Lex, and you're gonna try to chop it down?
Yep.
Nope. You were told
Exactly.
not to harm nature.
Exactly.
You go up and you like kind of like touch your axe, and then you just like immediately like feel like the choking around your neck of that snake, and you just like let go of your axe and move back to the group.
Lex, what the heck?
That makes it really hard.
Ooh, things are getting complicated. I love it.
I can't.
Why?
I can't.
Why? It's a tree.
I just can't, okay? I can't.
Yeah,
Give
why
me your
can't
axe.
you, Lex?
Did anybody hear me?
No, what'd you say?
Did anybody hear me?
I heard
I
said-
heard,
I said,
I
give
kinda
me
heard-
your axe, you, and then I said a bad word, but it's fine.
Here, here, take it. Just take it. I give her the axe.
I take his axe and go chop down the tree.
No, but I'm curious, Lex. Why can't you
I
chop
don't
down
think
the
she would want
tree?
you to let other people chop it down either.
No, just no, Zeph. No, we can't.
Why?
We
It's a tree. There's thousands of other trees.
You can't cut down the tree.
Is this lizard having a panic attack?
You can't cut down
Do you
the
have a better idea of getting across the river?
Oh, and he's crying.
Do something.
I'm gonna go over to Lex and like try to just give him a hug.
Yeah,
giving
Lex
the
is
lizard
just
a
having
hug.
a bad time, and he's KO from talking. He's just emotionally.
Zeph, just go cut down the tree.
I go
Don't
to cut
cut down the tree.
Hey, big buddy, it's okay.
I already
not
told
okay.
you, dude. I'm not allowed. Dude, I'm in the middle of something. I told you this like hours ago. Alright.
It's okay. You don't need to watch them cut down the tree. It's okay.
I can't let it happen, Vogt. I can't let it happen.
Why can't
Why
you let
not, Lex? I almost said Landon.
Namala, do you know something?
Do you want to tell them or should I?
Lex can't. Like, you know that you can't tell them, but Namala is free to talk.
Lex was charmed.
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay, now is not the time to gloat, you massive dickhead.
Charmed by what?
My apologies.
Yeah, your apologies.
Namala, I trusted you, Namala.
It's for
Charmed
your
by
own
what?
good. I forget the name of it.
A dryad.
By a dryad.
I called them first.
What is that?
Oh.
A dryad is a woman of the forest that I'm sorry, the clock is distracting me. Okay, it's gone. A dryad is a woman of the forest that I'm sorry.
Spit it out.
I can't with him. Landon, shut up. They use their, let's say, sexual presences to
You distracted him with a kid. Is that what you
to
said?
seduce men and boys into being their slaves. And right now, Lex is one of hers.
Whew, thank goodness I'm neither.
The charm will let up in 24 hours, but he's under threat to protect the forest for her in those 24 hours and to do something for her. I don't know what it originally was, but now he's supposed to bring her a small male child.
You're kidding me, right?
I wish I would.
Your insight
Okay.
tells you she's not.
Vogt,
Yes?
fix it.
And what does this have to do?
I would love to.
Vogt
but
can't
remember,
fix it. No one can fix it.
remember when he was freaking out earlier today and I tried to cast charm on him myself?
No, I don't.
You do.
That was last session.
Sure.
It automatically failed, which means this charm spell is much stronger than mine.
Yes, no one can do anything. We just have to wait until the 24-hour period when it will eventually wear
How about we
itself
knock
off.
him out?
Oh,
I'll
well,
gladly hit him over the head with something heavy.
I was going for mostly just tying him up to a tree, but okay.
Please.
What were you saying, Damon? Weston?
I said, what does this have to do with us not being able to cut down a tree to cross this river?
Dryads protect the forest. They are almost as instrumental as druids in the way that they care for the forest,
So is
if
that
not
what
equal or more.
So, from what I'm hearing, he will fight us tooth and nail in order to protect that tree.
Yes.
All right. I hit
It's
him
a-
in the head.
Okay.
You gonna try to knock him out? Alright.
Yes.
Lex, are you gonna intentionally fail this save, or are you gonna try to fight
Yes.
against it?
Yes,
Okay.
I want to be knocked out.
Okay. You don't need to roll anything for it then, Zeph. I'll say with your background, you know how to put a pressure point in his neck, and then you hit him in the back of the head, which just causes him to.
With my background.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're a bruising,
No, it's true.
bodied type.
Don't tell them.
They know.
Well.
They know that you're a mercenary.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you goes into his neck and just slam him on the back of the head, and he just falls to the ground. All right, the river is still there. He is still unconscious.
Alrighty. Now that
Problem
problem is solved, we have another problem.
I grab his axe and go cut down a tree.
Sure. You use his
That-
axe or your sword. It doesn't matter. You just.
Okay, I guess no one else wants to address the elephant in the room.
What elephant in the room?
Who's going to carry the dragonborn?
I'll carry the dragonborn.
The tree is chopped down. Are you gonna put it across the river?
Yes.
Okay. It spans enough of it. It's a much taller tree than this tree is actually showing. It's bigger. You
And
cut it
then
to size,
I guess
but-
I head over to Lex and I try to heave him over so that he's on my shoulders.
Lex, how much do you weigh?
600?
That is not possible.
I don't know. Is it on my character
if
sheet?
you want to be very heavy, 250 or something of that upper is pretty good.
Yeah, okay, I'll be 250.
250 to 300 is pretty good. 600 is like an ogre. All right, roll me a strength save or an athletics check, Zeph. Everyone else can just move across it fine.
Strength or athletics?
Athletics, please. It's better than strength. As you guys move over it, you do notice.
I have a 16.
Cool. As you guys move over it, you do notice that underneath you there are jumping piranhas that are jumping up into the tree and biting at the tree's limbs itself, trying to get up at you guys. So good job for not just walking through the stream. 16.
Yeah, well, 10 plus 6, so 16.
Yeah, it's hard, but you get him. He's not you didn't throw him on your shoulders and you're just walking normally. You have him pulled over your shoulders, the two arms on top of your shoulders, and you're just dragging his feet. And you get him through with little difficulty. One of the piranhas jumps up and has enough to get to his foot. With an unconscious body, it gets advantage. It hits, and you take 3 damage, Lex, or 4 damage with a +1. Just a little bites your toe, and Zeph, you have to kick it off. All right, you guys get across that and continue moving on. You guys can continue talking as I prepare the next encounter.
Well, I guess that means we have more things to look out for in this forest. Anything else we should know about Namala?
Not off the top of my head.
So,
Alrighty.
if Lex wakes up before this charm spell is gone, we all need to stop him from sending a kid into the forest. Okay?
How ironic.
Question for the DM.
Go ahead. I have an answer.
Will she actually come find him if he doesn't deliver?
Probably not. If she isn't charming him, and she doesn't believe that she has a good chance of re-charming him, she will not reapproach. It's also harder to re-charm a person you've already charmed, unless they're currently charmed.
Mm.
So, yeah, you've never heard of one spitefully going back into a town to get revenge because they didn't fulfill their order. She will just find another person.
Okay.
Like, they're assholes, they're not stupid.
So, agreed? We stop him from sending a kid into the forest?
Yes.
Does it wear off at midnight?
Yeah, it said midnight. It wears off the next morning at, around, I said, like, 10. Because it is 24 hours and you got charmed at, like, 10 in the morning today.
Am I taking a long nest right now? A long rest?
And long.
You're taking a short rest, because, I don't think you'll be asleep for 8 hours.
Okay. So short rest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love these. Alright, I have to choose. I don't think he's ever seen one. Yeah. Sure, we'll just do that. Walking down the road towards you guys, not in a combat way or anything like that. Just walking, holding on to his two back straps, just like looking up at the forest and all the special creatures flying through. He's just like looking around and like pointing at them. He's just by himself, just looking around. Hasn't even noticed you guys until he gets like 40 feet from you, and then he looks down. He's like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?"
Huh. Interesting. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, fellow traveler. Where might you be going?
I don't know. Wherever this road goes or wherever the next one goes, I don't really care.
The spirit I can get behind.
Well, make sure to be careful out here.
Oh yeah? Is there something
Yeah,
dangerous?
apparently there are, what was that we called them?
Dryads.
Forest sluts. Yeah, dryads.
That's fine. I got a hardened head right here. What the?
Ah.
Is that guy unconscious?
He fell,
The
he's
dryads
fine.
got to him.
He fell. Alright. Well, I won't climb in any trees then.
He's
name's
just very
Drock,
clumsy.
by the way. He is a half-orc man, green, very light green skin with two giant tusks jutting out of his mouth. Actually, I don't. Yeah, he's a half-orc.
Half-orc?
Light green skin. Yeah. Hair pulled back long and like tied into like a almost like full-length ponytail. So, who might you be?
We're just travelers passing through.
Alright, me too. You can put on travel music, Lex, because you're not in the creepy place anymore.
My bad.
No, you're good. Yeah, cool travelers just like me. I'm just out here exploring the world, you know? There's too much beauty for me to, stay in a town.
Nature's beautiful.
Wakes up from his coma just to say that.
Nature's beautiful. Man, that head hit really hurt him.
Not too beautiful to chop down.
You're all a talkative group.
Also, don't go into the streams. They're piranhas that will bite you.
Got it. Thank you. Didn't know that, but great knowledge to know. Yeah, and that's all headed this way. I think I'll just head off in the forest in a different direction then.
Watch out for the forest fairies, too.
Right.
And the bears.
Yeah.
The tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Lies.
Pirates.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Which we are pirates.
Oh, you
No.
are?
We're not. We're
What's
not.
Yes.
Damon, don't start.
Where's your money?
Damon.
I don't
not-
really have much money, friend.
Okay, nice to meet you. See you
So I
later.
must stop.
Alright, fine. I guess she's gonna leave. That's kind of rude, but alright.
I'll talk to him. So where are you coming from, Shrek?
He just starts walking with you guys.
Did you just call him Shrek?
I come from a little mountainous tribe up Kind of near Samarothan, but a lot closer to Hemingway than Samarothan. Just up in the mountains. We have a small little group, couple huts.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And what made you want to like just travel?
It's boring there, you know? Just wanted to see the world. I've seen it a lot. Again, I only have what's on my back and what's in my head. Learned a lot, but yeah, don't got a lot to my name except for that. Planning on writing a book.
That would be interesting. I'd read that.
Yeah. Drock's Adventure. I don't like the name. I'm working on that too.
I might have an idea.
Oh yeah?
About Druck's Odyssey.
Oh, Drock's Odyssey. He like pulls out a journal that like is like on his hip. That's like kind of like he has like a wizard spellbook like book clip, but it's just a journal in there, and he opens it up and just writes down that. That's a good one. I actually like that. Have a section of just names of what I should have. We got Drock's Adventure, Drock's Journey, Drock's Parlay. Yeah, no, not really good names. Really bad names. So y'all heading back to Hemingway?
Yes, we are. We've been through a
Small town.
very long day.
Yeah. I just circled back. I went back up to see my folks after a year of adventuring. Sure, my definition of adventuring is far different than yours. And he's like looking at all your weapons.
Well, these are quite necessary for adventuring.
Yeah. I've seen places far and wide. Any place you guys are interested in, I could probably tell you a little bit about it.
What was your favorite place that you visited?
Ah, well, that you'll have to read the book to know all of it. But chapter 4, I went into a deep mine where I was told that dwarves lived there thousands of years ago. And I went down there, and oh boy, I didn't go very far. I was just me again, and damn, there was a rumbling sound of like an earthquake. I was lucky to get out of my life. But I saw some really cool things down there. Have to read the book, and he taps the journal.
Are you familiar with the island of Contwin?
Yeah, haven't been there. Too much money to get there, bud. Woo! If you want to go there, I'd stay away. I heard recently it was a ghost place. A lot of tourists are going there right now to, see if they can find any ghosts.
Yeah, I think you should check it out. It is improved since then.
Nice. Yeah, I heard the town criers in nearby were talking about some group that's starting up, some prophecy or something of that. Kind of funny to me. That prophecy's been so old, I don't think anyone even believes in it anymore except for the people in the north.
Yeah, it is quite interesting how prophecies work. You
Wait,
never know who's going to be the one that fulfills it.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know what prophecy he's referring to?
Yeah, he's the prophecy that you guys learned in Viabaro at the Festival of the Gods, the one that said that there would be a great evil that was brought upon the lands, and there would be a group of heroes that would save everyone from it. And they also said there that they believe that Queen Esmeralda is the prophetic savior, and she's saving them from the South, who are the bad guys.
Right, I remember now. Thanks.
And he's talking about the news article that talked about you guys saving Gotham. But he doesn't know any of your names, or you guys didn't introduce yourselves as the prisoner of the Fit or any of your names, so he
That's
just doesn't.
fine.
Yeah.
Mr. Chitty Chatty doesn't need to know.
So what are you guys doing in Hemingway? Kind of a small town for such a large group. I don't assume you live here. And he bumps Damon in the arm, just like nudges you.
We don't live here. We're just stopping there along the way. Just as you, we don't know exactly where we're going, but
That's the best
we're
way to
letting the
live.
we're letting the journey take us wherever it leads.
That's a good way to live. You guys are like halfway to, or like 3/4 of the way to the town.
Have you heard anything strange that has happened around this area of Hemingway and everything?
Again, I travel around so often, and I just recently got here. I walked in the town and then walked out this way, but since it's dangerous, I think I'm gonna start going more south. But no, I didn't hear anything in the town when I was walking through. Hemingway's a small town. The more things I've heard are the disappearances and kidnappings of people in every other town, it seems. Hemingway's small. They probably wouldn't get their news very far out there, so maybe someone was kidnapped.
Disappearances and kidnappings?
Yeah. I don't know if you were there during the session, but the town's crier did announce that there have been many kidnappings around the entire continent. And none of them have been found, and yeah, a ton of stuff.
Do they seem to be related?
No. I think there's some kind of organized group probably doing it, though. Or maybe there's some kind of cult, I don't know. Yeah, it's been stealing of people's stuff in their houses, stealing of bodies, kidnappings, yeah, nothing's being found, apparently. It's kind of creepy, if you ask me. I was thinking of investigating it, but I leave that to the police. Or the guard.
Interesting.
Does anyone have any questions about anywhere in the world? I could share a little bit about it.
What's the farthest south that you've been?
Farthest south. Well, where's my little journal here so I remember what's the southernmost place? There's a desert I know in the south that's very southern. And then there's a small island that no one really lives on. So I haven't been to that island, as there's no one that'll go out there. It's kind of like its own little island. I think there's some history behind it, but I don't really care too much for history. God, I really can't find any pictures. I guess I will look on my phone. But yeah, the farthest south is Dunesen that you can really be at. It's a nice town. Great stories from there. I wrote about a story of a lightning beast that flies through the desert and zaps caravans. Pretty cool place. I also investigated a small pyramid there that was made by an ancient tribe of people. Apparently ancestors of the Tabaxi. And he looks at Amal and he like nods his head.
Ew.
Sounds really awesome.
Yeah.
And now, where is your next destination?
Don't really know wherever the winds will take me, but again, I said I'm gonna go south. I haven't seen much of Alfpen, so I think I'm gonna go there. I've been to the islands, east of here, and they're a little strange right now. I think I'll go back when, to less, controlling.
Strange how?
I have a strange leader. He's separate from the Gothergond, and he's become pretty tyrannical, if I could say that.
What's the leader's name?
It is, you can write this down, that in, what's the town's name? No, it's not Red Bars, it's Albridge. In Albridge, their king's name is Landrar Ilrak. Ilrak. Lyrandrar. That's Lyrandrar. Iliwraek. Iliwraek, sorry. what? The Randar Ilrek. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what's there. And then there's the town that's being, it's a little bit nicer to be at Red Lodge. It's a small town, kind of like Hemingway. But obviously under control now. Well, we're almost to Hemingway. I wish you all adieu. I don't really have a place to stay, so I'm just gonna head on. You guys get to Hemingway.
Soon.
See how you guys come down from here, and he bids his adieu and goes this way. Glenda heads back to her house. Actually, her house is this way. Wait, so if you guys... Wait, no, he was going the right way. I don't care. He goes in a different direction. Glenda gets back to her house. Are you guys going to go to your cart, or are you going to go to Glenda's house? It is 8 o'clock now. It's getting dark. Lex, you are waking up around now. Or you can wake up whenever you choose to.
I'll wake up.
I take Lex to the cart.
Oh, my head. Something happened.
Don't worry, the pain will go away eventually.
Happened?
I hit you on the head.
Why?
Because you were acting crazy and you wouldn't let us cut down a tree.
Oh.
And if we hadn't have cut down the tree, we would have been eaten by piranhas.
Cut down the tree?
Yes. Why don't you just have a seat in the cart?
Okay. I will sit
Hop
down
in the cart. You like flap open the flaps and hop in the back, Lex? Do you? Lex, do you flap open the back and hop in?
Yes.
You like flap like you push open the flaps and you like put your head under and like lift up your head, and you're greeted with a like metal hand holding a fiery object, like a ball, kind of like held at your head. So you just like look up and Church is holding this like prepared spell at you. Oh! He like looks past the sand. Oh! Hello, Lex.
Hi, Church.
Sorry about that. I was trying to protect Gerda here. Durga.
Good.
Gerda.
I'm glad that you had the fervor for that.
And Durga is like in the back, and she has like tapped into like a bottle of like booze that you guys have like tied to the side of the cart, and she's just like has that, and she's just, "Hey, Lexi!"
What's up, Durga? How you
Oh no,
doing?
it's a red claw.
Take some of that.
Yeah.
I drink.
So where you been? You leave me here and you don't take me along? That's not what you should do.
I'm just making my rounds. You know how it is, Durga.
Oh, that's some shit. Huh. What, are you staying in here with us?
I figured it's time that I catch up with some of my old friends.
Us? Alright.
So what have you been up to, Durga?
I've been, chilling in here. Is that what you mean? All day I've just been waiting in here. Your little metal friend here told me I couldn't go out.
Didn't you talk to Church at all? You said anything to her, Church?
Oh yes, we had lots of conversation, and she's just like doing like the... We talked about a lot of things, we sure did. A lot about maintenance of the Warforged, a lot about the color of the sky, a lot of stuff. I don't know what she likes to talk about.
Well, Durga likes to sing sometimes.
Oh, he tried that too. I am
Church
not
can
good at
sing?
singing, apparently.
Sing for me, Church.
No. Fuck you, Landon.
This is nice.
Are you going to be staying in here for the night, Lex, or are you going to
Yeah,
go back to the group?
Sleep with you guys tonight. They seem to want me over here.
Okay, it is getting late, so I'm going to begin powering down and performing maintenance, so I am ready for when they come.
Okay. Power down.
Okay. By the way, I have taken away all of my my normal spells that produce damage, except the one I just pointed at your face.
That's good.
I've kept that one for personal defense, but it is my weakness. My weakest.
That's good.
Okay, powering down. Bandit kind of like crawls up into his like neck and like cradles around like his neck and just starts purring. You know, he doesn't shut up much. Can he hear us?
No, he doesn't. Gonna miss that chatterbox.
Yeah. So what's going on? Am I going with him?
Our group is going somewhere very dangerous, and I think it would be best if you did go along with him just for a little bit.
All right. Well, I'm not happy about it. He says that we'll have some kind of communication with you. I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll still be able to talk, and I can get some lessons from that black fella.
Yeah, I'll make sure that Blythe. I'll keep on him. I know that he keeps promising to meet with you, but I don't know. You know, he doesn't seem to have the time.
You guys got busy lives. You're just out there. What were you doing?
Just trying to get to know our enemy a little better. You know.
All right. So intel. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it, but don't got it. I don't really know anything about that. But good for you. Good for you. Well, I am tired. Sure you are too.
Alright. Yeah, let's get some shut-eye.
Alright. She goes to sleep. And you go too?
Yeah.
Alright, the rest of you, are you doing anything or are you going back to the house? There's very few people in the town. There's the guard. And you see like a little light post next to him. And you see the two workers that were working here the other day are beginning to fold up their bags and getting ready to head off for the day.
I'm staying near Lex because if he tries to like take a kid, I'm gonna stop him.
Okay. None of the kids are out right now.
Same here. I'm gonna stay near the cart.
You guys gonna stay at the cart even if there are no kids out?
Yeah.
The rest of you are going back, or?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
You guys walk in, and Glenda is on the ground, like making 6 beds for you guys.
Thanks so much for accommodating us. Didn't have to do that.
Well, where are the rest of you? She's already laid out like 3.
The rest are by the cart.
Oh, do I not need to set up anything for them?
No, you're fine.
Okay, I think I'll go out and talk to them. But yes, there's 3 for you here. She picks up 2 of like the bed settings and begins to walk outside. You stopping her?
Yeah. Do you know if any taverns are open?
If what, Fury?
Taverns?
In town?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Can you talk now, Weston? I need to check your mic.
Are there any taverns open?
Cool. I just had you too low. There are no taverns in this town. That's why I'm accompanying you here. You guys searched around before. There are no taverns. You had to find a place to stay, and she offered to have hers.
Bars?
There's nothing.
Nothing?
You guys already searched. There was nothing here. It is a small town. Well, if that's all, I'm gonna go head out to your friends. Feel free to make food if you like or anything. Okay. She heads out. You guys can talk amongst yourselves if you have anything to do, or you guys just gonna go directly to sleep.
I'm gonna make food. Like,
Okay.
start a little fire.
Yeah, she's got a little kettle in like the center, like in the kitchen. She has like a center piece with like wood that you can like set a fire, and then there's like a kettle on top. What were you gonna try to make? I'll tell you if it's just possible. It was an Amber Alert.
Oh my gosh, Lex got out and connected to
What a coincidence.
You got that too? I just got that.
Yeah.
I got that like a few minutes ago.
Oh, I got it.
I didn't get it.
Okay,
yet.
Rachel.
Alright. What do you want to make, Damon?
Does she have any tea bags or anything?
Oh yeah,
like
she
that?
made you guys tea before. You're easily able to make a kettle of tea.
Okay, I make tea, and is there any, like, meat lying around or anything? Chicken?
Meat is a little rare. She has like one rabbit or two rabbits in like a little cooler box.
What about, like, vegetables?
Oh yeah, tons. Anything you kind of need. She grows her own food as well.
I'm gonna make, like, after my tea is done, I'm gonna make, like, a vegetable stew or soup.
Yeah, you're easily able to do that. Are you gonna use the rabbit?
Nah, I'm not gonna use her rabbit.
Okay. Yeah, you make a vegetable stew with a good amount of broth in it. She already has like a pail that has like some kind of already pre-made broth. Do you want to use that, or do you just want to make it fully vegetable?
Fully vegetable.
Okay. Yeah, you make a fully vegetable thing. By the time that's done, your kettle is boiling, and then you put your tea in it, and you move back. There's enough for all of you three to eat. Do you want to all eat?
I'll eat.
Alright, Damon comes over with a bowl and a cup, and he hands them to you. Namal, are you going to accept?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you guys eat at a small table. You guys have some nice couches to sit and eat at. She has a really cozy house. With a smaller space and not much money to spend on anything. She's really decked out her house. Yeah, you guys sit there and just begin to eat. You have any conversations over your meal? Actually, could you roll me a cook tools proficiency roll, Damon? So that'll be a D20. If you have proficiency with cooking tools, you can add your proficiency modifier.
D20. Okay.
On the website that we are using.
I have to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
That's fine. I'm gonna be with these guys for a little bit. Are you on the website? Or did you say it wasn't working?
I'm logging in right now. Okay. D20. 6.
Do you have any proficiency?
No.
Okay. Tea is so simple, you just made it. But the vegetable soup has little seasoning, as he didn't have anything to she just didn't have much salt or anything, or you didn't want to borrow her. Like, she had like a very little amount of salt left, so you didn't want to use it. So it lacks on season, but it has all the nutrients that you need, and it's definitely food. So you guys all eat that. You guys gonna talk over your meal?
Well, this town hasn't been what I expected. What about you? Lucy?
Unfortunately, I'm not there.
Are you guys responding to Blythe?
Who else is in the house?
That's Namala and Damon.
Can you say that again?
You're
Cut
a
out.
little light on that. Could you say it again louder, Blythe?
Oh, this town hasn't been what I expected.
She didn't have much stuff left. I don't want to use up all of her seasons.
What?
Are you talking about the soup?
I just can't hear you.
Are you talking about the soup?
I'm gonna turn you up.
Say it again, Damon. He couldn't hear you.
Were you talking about my soup?
No, I'm talking about the town. I said the town hasn't really been what I expected.
Oh, I didn't hear you. No, not at all. There's like nothing here.
Namala, are you talking?
What?
Are you talking? You're with them.
I'm just kind of quietly observing.
Okay.
If I have something to say, I mean, I'll
Just
interject,
making sure
but
you
like
know
I'm
what
just
you
kind of yeah.
Okay. With casual, slow conversation going, I'm going to swap to the other group. Tam, are you back yet?
Tinkling.
Alright. So she walks up to you, and Vox, she walks up to you guys holding two little, like, kind of like bags, or like some kind of, like, mattress. And she walks up to you, and she's like, so you're staying out here for the night?
Yes.
Okay. Why exactly is that?
As strange as it might seem, I'm a bit more comfortable sleeping outside.
Okay. I didn't want to make you uncomfortable. I'm sorry if I did something.
No, it's nothing that you've done. I do appreciate the mat, and I'll take it.
Okay. I will recommend that you don't sleep out here, but you are a grown man and grown woman. You can make your own decisions, but be careful. It's dangerous outside.
Of course.
You
We will
never
be
know when
mindful.
That guard's going to go away.
We can handle ourselves out here.
She looks
Right,
at you and
Jeff.
kind of like smiles. I'm not so sure about that, but good luck. It's almost ominous, kind of how she phrases it.
Is there something we should know?
She's like beginning to walk away. She's like laid down the mattresses for you too. If you don't know about it, you shouldn't. It's more of a legend, but you should be fine. There's just creatures in the forest that nobody needs to see. And she begins
see.
to walk away. Again, you can come in at any time.
Thank you.
Walks in, closes the door, and she sees you guys eating. Oh, lovely. Who cooked that?
I did. Would you like some?
Oh, sure. I'll go take a quick look in the pot. What's in it? And she walks over and takes like a little spoon.
Just vegetables.
Oh, could use a little seasoning, but it's good. She
I
takes
didn't
a
want to
bowl of
use
it.
up all of your seasoning. I know seasoning is expensive.
Oh, it's fine. I've just been low on it because they haven't come in yet. I think he should be here soon. She takes one of the seasoning things and she like dots a bit on top of hers and she mixes. She like puts it in the middle of you three, right here. You can feel free to use it. I rarely season a lot of my food. And she heads into
Thank
her
you.
back room and goes to sleep. If you guys season the food, it's very palatable. It's much better. All right. Is anyone else gonna have conversations, or are you guys just gonna go right to sleep?
I'll go to sleep. Actually, I'll just kind of like stay up Does she have like windows in this house?
Yeah, there's a window right here, and a window right here
I'll
in the kitchen.
stay up and kind of like look out the window.
Okay, it is 8 p.m., so you'll be staying up for 4 hours. Do you want to do that?
Staying up for 4 hours until midnight, right?
Yeah, you will get a level of exhaustion because you haven't slept for all day. That's disadvantage on all ability checks.
Give me a second, I'm about to sneeze.
Okay.
Oh, Brendan. Could I check out this magical gauntlet I got in last session?
Oh, yeah, the soul dagger. Sorry, yeah. You already identified it, I believe, right?
Okay, so just throwing a psychic dagger that ignores armor, that's it?
Mm-hmm. And you have to attune to it and create a command word. It doesn't require attunement, but you do have to attune with it. I might make it require attunement, but I don't know. Right now, we'll say it requires attunement because it's not going to be a problem.
Okay, can I just attune with it now and then get sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to make your command word? It's something you think in your head, and then it activates and then attacks the user.
Cut.
Cut? Oh,
Yeah, like cut.
Like Cut, the lady?
Yeah.
Okay. You will think Cut, and then it will attack. The thing that you're thinking of attacking. Alright, cool. You attune with it. There's no voice or anything, but you still need to have a mental connection with it. Alright. Cam, you're back. It's a long tinkle.
I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep.
Okay. Life, Namala, and yeah, Blythe and Namala, are you guys going to sleep?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, you lay on the mattresses that she's laid out for you guys. Lex, you're already asleep. Cam, are you here? Okay. Zeph goes to sleep. Vocht, are you getting ready to go to sleep?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to do tonight.
You hear
Just
a knocking on the wood on the inside of the cart. And, like, Church's head kind of, like, pops out.
Yes.
Do you want to meet out in the forest?
Okay.
He hops out of the back of the cart. And he walks off. Just kind of, it doesn't have to be in the forest, but he, like, walks off. Kind of towards the forest. You following?
Oh, yeah, I'll follow him.
Okay. You meet him kind of in like an area that's completely secluded. There's nobody there. I'll just put you right here. I wanted to tell you this when I was leaving, but I don't know what will happen tonight. So, be safe. Rely on the others. Keep yourself alive, obviously. All the things that I wish on everybody. But again, for you, it's very important that you stay alive for me trying to atone for what I've done. Now, all that you probably know, but the big thing I wanted to tell you, and I found it hard to find a time for it. Do you remember when we came?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you remember when we came to your island?
Yes, I saw... What was it? 5 to 6 idiots getting a gnome out of a tree.
Oh, not that. I meant the slaughter.
Oh. Sometimes it's hard to remember. Sometimes it's very easy. I'm pretty sure that I was 6.
Right. You were young. But I think this is important for you to know now that I'm not going to be with you anymore, and I can't protect you from it. When I first saw you, when you were 6, you were alone and crying. Maybe you remember some of it, but I don't know. And just like all the others, I tried to kill you. You were no different in any way to me, as I was just programmed to work in one fashion. But you may notice that you're not dead, and everyone else is. So it's not a question of whether or not I could have, it's that I wasn't able to. What I'm saying is I couldn't kill you, but...
Are you saying that you weren't ordered to kill me?
No, I was. I physically wasn't able to attack you. And I can only attribute that to the man who ran up to you afterwards.
I vaguely remember my master. He
ran ahead and grabbed you and told me that he would deal with you. And I didn't see him after that mission. Now, again, my memories are fairly separated, but I do remember that keenly, that definitely happened. And I have never seen that man again. What I want to tell you is just be careful of him.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna go back in the car.
Me
I'm
too.
watching over Lex, and I can easily protect him and keep him held down. I heard that he's been charmed through a little bit of the conversation.
Yes, by a druid.
I can try to keep him in control if you want to sleep inside.
Thank you. Perhaps I should try out some home sleeping instead of sleeping on the ground or in a car.
Okay.
I really appreciate this, George. Thank you for telling me this.
No problem. He walks away and goes into the cart and begins to prepare again. Are you gonna get Zeph and go inside? Cam, are you back yet?
I'm back.
Okay. Vogt comes back to you. She has laid
Is
out
that
blankets for you guys to sleep on. You already started going to sleep, but then Vogt comes back.
Wait, I wouldn't go to sleep.
Okay, then you were sitting up watching Church and Vogt talk. You couldn't hear anything, and Church walks back to you. Church gets in the cart. Vogt walks up to you.
I'd just have my notebook out, drawing or writing or something.
Go ahead, Vogt.
Planning on going to sleep any times?
I couldn't hear a thing you said.
Planning to go to sleep any times?
Still could not hear a single
Planning
thing
to
you were
go
saying.
to sleep anytime soon.
No.
You know it's not healthy to stay up this late.
You know it's not healthy to say stuff like that to me.
Well, I'll take that as you already know that, so I'll be in the house. I'm going to try to sleep on a bed. Would you like to join me? I'm pretty sure the church has things under control.
Is that a lie? I'm gonna try sleeping on the bed. You should join me.
Oh,
Rachel.
I didn't get it for a second. Yeah, he definitely says it like that. I doubt Vogt intended it that way.
No.
What is wrong? I'm just asking you if you want to go inside the house to sleep on a bed. Because it's much better than out here.
Just watch your phrasing, Vox.
My phrasing? There wasn't anything wrong with my phrasing.
Just go inside. I'm fine here.
Okay.
Church pokes his head out. Zeph, I do have control over Lex if he tries to move, just to let you know. But you can stay here if you want. Oh God.
I'm staying here right now.
I can do the earth and grasp thing, but he thinks that he'll have to do a strength save. Haha, he is wrong. Intelligence. Haha, bitch. Fuck you, Lex.
Did Brandon just turn into Manmark?
So Zeph, you're staying up the whole time?
Not the whole time. I just want to stay up a little bit longer.
Okay, what are you doing?
I am drawing in my sketchbook.
I am sorry that I inadvertently asked you to bid.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
That is so Vogt.
Going to try sleeping in a bed. Would you like
to
to join
go
me?
and sleep with me?
Would you like to join
Would you
me?
like to join? Fuck, that's funny.
This is why
Meanwhile,
Vogt
Namal is
single.
trying to get somebody to go into bed with her for that reason. She'll be like, would you like to have a sleepover? A bed?
Has anyone seen the movie Big?
Yes, love it.
It's just
Notorious Big?
It's notorious big.
Alright, so yeah, if everyone... Is that everything everyone wants to do?
I'll stay up for a while and then I'll probably just head inside, I guess.
Oh, you... Okay.
But I like tell Church to like stop him and then to get me if something goes wrong.
His, like, only he's, like, in, like, a resting state, but his head, like turns back on and he turns to you and he goes, okay, I can do that. And
Thanks.
he goes back to sleep. You head into the building after a while, and, yeah, everyone goes to sleep. Vogt. Your night is given with a little bit of a terror.
Of course.
Play me level 3 creepy music, Landon.
Okay.
Thank you. That's super.
It's time to scare Vogt.
It's time for fucking destroy Vogt and give him PTSD.
Brandon,
Yes.
Already more than he
is
already
this
has.
the last stuff we're doing tonight?
Huh? We're almost done.
Okay.
Like, this is the end.
Okay.
And then we're gonna talk about leveling up and what you guys want to do. You don't have to stay for that.
Yeah, we can always text tomorrow and talk about mine.
It's just because you guys could get a feat, and feats are kind of complicated, and I want to be there for that. If you're doing an
But I
ability score,
have
you
two
get them done in
feet.
5 seconds. Alright. Ooh, creepy. Vogt, you pass on into a deeper sleep. As your eyes close, a couple moments pass, and you feel warmth on your face. Timing the music. You feel eerily creepy, and you hear screams coming from outside, which wake you up. You open your eyes, and you're like sitting on the ground, the stone cold ground, and you look around, and a building that you're in is currently on fire. Like the stone and like straw hut that you're inside, like a much smaller one, you recognize it as home. Running outside into the streets, all the other buildings are on fire. You don't see any pitchforks being thrown, there's no mob. You see fireballs getting shot through the sky at buildings, and they just explode into stone, rubble, and burning hay. Or leaves, or whatever they're built out of. You begin to run, calling out for your parents. Still not okay with the idea of what you saw beforehand underneath the floorboards. Hoping that there's something different. Calling out for relatives, calling out for Kot. Tons of things just race through your mind, whatever you choose to do. You're young, you're not yourself, you are lower to the ground in stature. And you're running through, and you eventually get to a point where you don't see anybody anymore. The fires burn brightly all around you in the trees, but you're running down a path that you guys have carved. And you get to it, and you see and you hear the clanking of metal, just almost like an army approaching. And then over the hill, where the fire and like smoke has like covered them, so that they can get within like super close, around like 50 feet ahead of them, you see tons of Warforged, all holding swords and shields, bloody, just blood is pouring down them. Like, they are all not shining anymore. The only glistening is shining off of the fire shining off of the blood that glistens from them. You see, leading in the front, a much more armored version of Church, fully covering all of his weak points that you've seen him be targeted in during your fights, and he's holding a giant spell book. And it seems that this is a much more capable Church that has cast way more spells before he lost his memory. There's like a couple guys like running behind you, like 3 guys just running in a straight line, and he just like holds out his hand and just a bunch of sparks of fire goes zooming out and slam each of them to the ground. Now you recognize as a scorching ray. He then holds his hand at you and prepares another fiery bolt in his hand, and you see the fire like reflecting off of his like metal face. As he's not a melee fighter, he doesn't have blood on him. He holds out his hand and the fire shines on his face, and you instantly see your family, everything that you held dear and loved, like your life is flashing before your eyes. And then he like holds out his hand and still hasn't cast it yet, and then he like looks at his hand confused and like hits his arm and he tries casting it again. The others are like looking at him all confused. And he's just really confused, like continually trying to do it, starts casting other spells trying to attack you. And then a man comes running forward. None of them attack him. He's a cloaked kind of figure with like bottles and potions and like tools all clanking around him, like smith's tools. And he runs up to you and just like wraps a robe around you, grabs you, and he turns around to the Warforged army and he screams, "I got this one!" And he just runs into the forest with you. And as you like run, he begins to like run and fading out into like black, like you're running into a black void. Everything begins getting further and further away, the burning forest, as it eventually becomes lost in the black. And you feel him running, but you can't see his arms or his body anymore. You're kind of just like bouncing up and down with the rhythm of someone running. And yeah, that's where we'll end this session.
Yikes.
Thank you guys for playing. That was a fun session, a little short one, but fun.
That's what they call me.
Short but fun.
Short but fun.
Alright, so, thank
Now,
you.
is that referring to your height, or?
Yes. One of the two.
Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Alright,
Had
thank you
Landon
guys
is
for
what I'm
playing.
talking about.
We can stick around because you guys are all now level 8. You all can get... Who has the lowest HP? Blythe, what is your XP right now?
Hang on, going to check.
Okay.
What?
What?
That music.
It's the Seams Deaths music.
Oh my gosh. What?
Creepy,
Alright,
isn't it?
Damon, what's your XP? I think one of you... Who feels like they have the lowest? I think I asked this before. I think it was Damala and Damon.
No.
No? What does Damon have? Someone left. What are your guys' XPs? Just tell me. What's
All right.
I'm at 31,100.
32,300.
Whoa.
Is there anyone lower than 31?
32,300.
I'm 30,000. Wow, fuck. I'm 30,500.
3,000.
You know what? Shut up.
And Blythe, what were you?
23,000.
No. You should be at 30,000, Blythe. You haven't been calculating. You didn't add the the Red Claw fight.
Stupid
So
head.
then everybody gets 4,000 XP from solving the encounter and the ritual. And fighting the troll and all the other things and solving all the other stuff. So you'll get 4,000, so you should all be at 8th level, which is 34,000.
Yeah.
So Blake, you can just set yourself at 34,000. Make sure to set yourself at 34,000. Okay. So at 8th level, you guys all get either an ability score improvement or a feat. So you can choose between those. A feat is more like you get some kind of really good ability that you're mastering in, or some kind of proficiency in like doing something really well. This will complicate your combat a little bit more, or give you better dice rolls and stuff of that nature. Or you could just get an ability score improvement, which gives you a +2. You can add 2 points to any of your abilities, so effectively giving you a +1. So normally you could get a 20 in dexterity and now have a +5, or someone could increase theirs to being a +4 now. Basically, if you have a +3, it now becomes a +4, which affects all your abilities. So, if you guys just want to do an ability score improvement, that's very simple. Just tell me your stats and stuff, and we can do that. I'm going to end the stream and just go over to my computer because it's easier for me to do everything there.
Oh, dude, my Destroy Undead turned to character rank 1. That's awesome.
Okay. Hold on, I just got to turn off all my lights, and I will be able to help you guys. Okay. Oh, you guys also have to roll for hit points. So, everyone go back into that dice roll with friends thing, and roll the hit dice that it says on your thingy thing.
Wait, what?
Okay, so you see where it says... Hold on, I gotta change my mic. I gotta do a couple things. Okay, I sound better.
Ah!